hope you're having an awesome day, and if not, don't worry, keep watching and I just might answer one of your questions. So recently I posted on Twitter asking you guys if there were any questions you guys wanted answered, and I got a ton of responses, so I picked a few and I'm going to answer them today. Alright, first question is from LowPeats95. Asks, would you ever audition for a Broadway show? If so, what show and what roles? I actually have auditioned for Broadway shows before, and I've been on what they call the waiting list a few times, which basically means if anybody drops out, they call somebody on the waiting list and then ask them if they can do it. To be in any show on Broadway would be awesome, but some of my dream roles would be Princeton in Avenue Q, Link Larkin in Hairspray, and Marius in Les Miserables. 5H Andrew asks, favorite thing at Disneyland? Oh, okay, so I'm really ADD, and my favorite thing at Disneyland always changes. But right now, at this second, I'm gonna have to say World of Color. But I haven't been there for the 60th anniversary yet, so I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be my new favorites. But yes, right now I'm probably gonna say World of Color. Don't laugh. I don't think there's been a time when I've watched World of Color that I haven't almost, maybe kind of, sort of, a little bit cried. A little bit. But it's always that part with Simba and his dad and that song, So Close. That one. And it's not my fault. They just made it super sad and stuff, so there, that's my favorite thing at Disneyland. I hope you're happy. 5H Andrew also asks, Pokemon or Disney? Okay, next question is from It's Haley X. She says, I'm still so obsessed with your Santa Fe cover. Which is your favorite cover you've done? I love this question. My absolute favorite cover that I've done is, of course, the Pokemon theme song. Duh. Not only do I love Pokemon, but in that video I actually got to sing with the original singer of the Pokemon theme song, and if you even grew up in the 90s, you know how epic that is. He's definitely a childhood hero of mine. Jason Page, I love you! Also, I got to work with Pikachu in that video, which is a dream come true, so that's my favorite cover. Jesse Powell, 21, asks, can we be bestest friends? Okay. Ali Marie G asks, fave part about working at Disneyland? I'm getting a phone call. Hello? You wanna know what's really even more funny right now? Is it like I'm in the middle of the take of the Q&A and this is gonna be in the video. Everybody, this is Elizabeth, my bestest friend. Say hi. Anyway, Ali Marie G asks, fave part about working at Disneyland? I think my favorite part about working at Disneyland is making magic and memories. I feel like we all have childhood memories of Disneyland that we could remember like it was yesterday, and the fact that I get to do that every day is a blessing, and that's my favorite thing about working at Disneyland. Our next question comes from May Baby. She asks, when will your next Shirtless appearance be? Lacey Shalom asks, will you come to my CD release party if you aren't busy? Also, can you rap? Really though, can you? I would totally come to your CD release party, except I believe you live in Louisiana, which is kind of really far. Sadly, I don't think my schedule or budget currently permits me to do these things, but know that if you were in California, in Los Angeles, I would totally come. To answer your other question, what was your other question? Can you rap? I think I could rap if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Our next question comes from Ian D. Wagner. Ian asks, when will we see you dance? What was your first impression of me? And what's your favorite gift I've sent you? When will we see you dance? Maybe soon. Maybe. What was your first impression of me? My first impression of you was that you were a really nice person, and we shared an obsession with Harry Potter, but you seemed really cool and stuff, so yeah. What's your favorite gift I've sent you? My favorite gift you sent me was probably this last one that you just sent me, a cold sore emergency kit and this awesome shirt that says, My Patronus is a Pikachu, and there's Pikachu coming out of a wand, and it's super cool. Polly C. Polly Do asks, what's your favorite quote from a Disney movie and why? This one's really hard. I'm gonna say my favorite quote is from Winnie the Pooh, and it is said by Christopher Robin, and he says, I quote, "There is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." I love this quote because I feel like we all have times in our life when we're feeling down or self-conscious, and it's only in those situations that you realize how strong you really are and what you can truly endure. And so that's why I like it. The Awkward Erica asks, what is your favorite anime? If you don't know, I'm obsessed with anime. I try to keep it on the down low because I don't want to scare people, but I love anime. I love it. It's too hard for me to pick just one, but I'm gonna give you top 3 in no particular order. Full Metal Alchemist. I also am a huge fan of Death Note because duh. And lastly, and I think this is gonna be my favorite, even though it's kind of like, it pulls at my heartstrings when I think about it, is Avatar: Last Airbender. I do consider that an anime, even though some people call it a cartoon. It's so good! The Last Airbender was flawless in every way in my mind. And if you have an argument, please feel free to post it below and I will not look at it because, yeah. And our last question comes from Jeanette Doll. She asks, how do you describe yourself? I'm probably the weirdest person I know. Strange, quirky is a good word for me. Loyal, loving, and determined. I rarely let things stop me if I really want to do something. And by rarely, I mean never. Because if I want something, I'm gonna get it. Right now, I'm getting another phone call from my agent. Hold please. Hello? Thank you so much. All right. I have an audition tomorrow. What's it for? Anyway, so those are all the questions we have for today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and look out for any hero alerts that I send about more Q&A videos because I'd love to answer more of your guys' questions. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed because otherwise, how are you going to keep up with all the awesomeness? I love you guys, and until next time, see ya! I'm sorry about all the phone calls. It wasn't my fault. But here, I'll give you my phone number, write it down. It's